Okay, got a lot to get to today. All right, I can hear me. And now, can I hear Nightbot? Uh, yeah, there's a lot I have to change. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so now I know Nightbot's here. Okay, all right. Boom. Boom. Okay. All right. Welcome everybody to the stream. My name is Glenn. Today we're going to be playing some Merge Tactics. I'm very excited for today's stream for several reasons. One is that I'm going to be playing on my secondary account, and I'll explain why right now. So I believe somebody in chat the other day, I think it was yesterday actually, asked me to do some instructional content. And I was kind of hesitant because, as y'all, I mean, for the people who've been here for a while, there are a lot of people who are always ahead of me in trophy count. So and I know there are a lot of people out there, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of other content creators who are putting out Merge Tactics content. And I try not to compete with anybody, but I did get the idea of wanting to do some sort of instructional content. The tier list is a tier list. The the memes are the memes. But the more I thought about it, I said, okay, why don't I pull up one of my other accounts and let's try to do some instructional instructional games. So today, what I'm going to do is every game that I play on here. I know I'm used to talking to chat a lot, interacting with you all, and it's great. I love it, and I want to thank everybody who always is here in chat. Today is going to be more of me going through every game that I play. I'm going to talk about every decision I make, every placement, if possible, why I do the things I do. And I say this as somebody, and yes, I'll brag about it. I mean, not brag, but I will put a note out there. I did get to 3,500 trophies. Right now I'm at 3,700 and climbing. So I do speak from some level of experience. And the great thing about auto chess is that this is the type of game where there are multiple ways to win. And there's multiple ways to approach the game. So what I want to do for today's stream is play some games, but at the same time also talk about every decision I make, why I make the decision, why I'm approaching the game the way I am, so that you all who have asked about, like, okay, how do I get better? What does it take to get to 3,500? Hopefully these tips, I mean, you could use them as gospel, but in reality, they're just going to be ideas that you can use for future games. And that's really the goal of this stream, and we'll see about future streams as well, where the goal really is to just watch the games. We're going to talk about the games. Excuse me. And you'll get ideas of what to do for your games instead of me just playing and playing and playing and somewhat semi-focusing. Today I'm going to completely focus on the game. Okay, now there are a couple things I want to say. Oh, first to hello to A Titan on YouTube. How's it going? That being said, this is my secondary account. Now this was my level 1 account when back I think it was like 2017. You could push a level 1 account high up in trophies, and then Supercell changed the matchmaking system, and level 1 accounts just it's impossible now. You can't. So I took that account and started to level up the cards. The only thing I'll say is that not every card is leveled up. So as you can see here, we are way behind in we're way behind in card level. So that could also affect how the games go today, because in reality, I should be at level 14 for every card. But because this was my level 1 account, that is not happening. So I did buy Pass Royale for this account, and I will. Wait, actually, can I level this up? Okay, no. I will make some improvements on this account so that when I do future episodes of this, I don't know if this is going to be a series or if this is going to be a one-time thing or whatever the case is. We'll keep tabs on the cards that are leveled up and cards that are under leveled, because I know that's another thing too. A lot of people have asked, does card level matter? Yes, it does. It absolutely does. So that being said, I just want to put that out there that we are going to be. This may affect the outcomes of games. Okay, I think that's the main thing. All 20 cards are available. From what I understand, all 20 cards are available. It's just that, let's say, like the champions I don't have, Dart I don't have. That's going to affect a lot of things. So I just want to put that out there to start before I start going through today's stream. I'm really excited for today's stream because I think it's going to be different than me just throwing memes and hating everybody and talking about talking about random stuff. I'm kidding on some of those things. Okay, now one more thing: backseat gaming still not allowed. Even though this is a new account, backseat gaming is not allowed. The main thing is I'm going to use today's stream as I'm playing every game. I'm going to talk about my thought process. And as the game ends, if I don't get absolutely burned, in 3 rounds or whatever the case is, then, if you have questions about any decision that I made, then feel free to ask. And today's stream is really aimed toward those, not necessarily beginner players, but really to anybody who's trying to find ways to get better. Because this is going to encompass everything. This is going to encompass me. This is going to encompass me playing with underlevel cards. This is going to be me playing from the beginning again. This is going to encompass a lot of stuff. So that's why I do still want to put out there the no backseating thing. Don't say I would have done this or I would have done this. It's just the goal of today is to, because a lot of people have asked me, what's your approach? How do you play this? And not necessarily like how do you play merge tactics, but how do you, Glenn, play merge tactics and auto chess game? How do you play auto chess games? And so today, that's why I got back this account and try to level up as best as I could, so that today I'm going to try as best as I can to go through every step, answer everything about what I do. Again, with an auto chess game, and this is for the beginners as well, who might ask. You might have heard that. You might have heard from like popular streamers or popular YouTubers. They say, "Oh, you only have get this, do this thing," and I'll tell you that that's not how I approach the game. So that's what I mean. I want to stress that right before we get going here, because not to say that this is going to be a zero tolerance stream, but if you're here for the hardcore, if you're looking for the Shroud level gameplay, this is not it. And it's never been. It's actually never been it. But today is really not it because we're starting from a brand new account. And who knows how far this is going to go. So, all right. I'm probably not going to be talking during. I'm not going to be looking at chat during the game, so I want to focus on the games. So that's another thing too. I think that's it. I'm just going to run through chat and then we'll get started here. Hello to Animal, welcome back. Hello to Garrett Black, hello on YouTube. Hello to Quadra, welcome back. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm actually excited for today's stream. I pushed a 3.8 with another level account to be on levels in amount of early games. Just if I make homes, you win because it's low. Okay. Yeah. So, that being said, I've said everything. I think I've covered everything in terms of today's stream. I don't know if this is going to be a series, but this is something that a few people in chat have requested. And I thought, okay, let's try it out. Let's see how this goes. And if this is, again, this stream is aimed for beginners. If you allegedly have, 10,000 trophies and you want to nitpick on everything I do, feel free to see yourself out the door before I block you. I'm kidding. So yeah, let's just say I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Okay, so I don't know. I might just get absolutely wrecked. let me have some apple juice and then we'll get started. If you're wondering, kind of, I wrote some stuff in the YouTube description. So if you're wondering like what's today's stream about, if you just got here, you can check that out as well. Oh, one more thing. Hello to Duarte on YouTube. How's it going? One more thing. A couple of people asked about the friend account, which was posted on the memberships page. I tested it this morning. It does work. So it could be your browser. It could be something else. But I did test it. The link came up. It works. I mean, I couldn't friend myself, but the link worked. The redirect worked. So if it doesn't work, it could be your browser. It could be some sort of connection issue. So that was just a heads up. I did look at the link this morning and everything was fine. Okay, I think that's it. Let's get into our first game here. Okay, actually, hold on before. If you're wondering, I only have King because we're at 0 trophies. So yeah, actually that'd be a goal to get to 650 trophies, so we have Spirit and Persona on this account as well. Because I think if the season ends in 3 weeks, then at least we'll have it. Okay, actually, I need to also start the timer. Okay, so I don't miss out. Okay. All right, now we're ready to go. Okay. Okay, so the first thing is, okay, so there's no modifiers. And my approach is I want to go with Goblins, so I'm going to go pick Dark Goblin. That's going to be my first choice here. And if you're wondering, the Goblins have a modifier, have a trait where at the start of the next round you get another Goblin. So I like picking Goblins because it allows me to at least get one of them leveled up faster. Now we're going to lose the round, but that's okay because we have the King. And with the King, we get 4 extra elixir at the start of the next round. Okay, so, all right, we got a regular Goblin. Okay, we'll level that up. Now I have to start making some decisions. Now, they give me Rogue Ghost, which I'm probably going to go with because Rogue Ghost is connected to regular Goblin here because they have the Assassin's trait. So, let's see if we can get the Assassin's bonus first. Oh boy. Okay. So they have Mega Knight and regular Goblin just got smashed. But we're going to be able to get Rogue Ghost in on the next turn. So I think the only thing now is because we're in a tight spot, we have to really look at what our opponent has. Okay, so they have Rogos and Mega Knight. Okay, so I'm gonna pull everybody back because I don't want to give. Okay, so we have Rogos. Now I'm looking for Rogos or Goblins. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so they didn't give me anything. Okay, we're gonna have Dark Goblin here. So I'm gonna sell back Prince and Knight and just get Dark Goblin. I'm gonna keep Giant Skelly on the board because Giant Skelly gives us the undead bonus. So we'll have a couple of options to what to do for the next round here. Okay, so we get another Goblin. So we're on track to get a 3-star Goblin on the next turn. Okay, so I'm going to bring in Giant Skelly now. And we're looking for a Goblin, or we're looking for Golden Knight, because that'll give us the Assassin bonus. Or, okay, so we could actually do it now. So I'm going to sell back, and we'll do that. Okay. It was kind of late to set up the troops, but I think for now we're okay. We just have to survive this round. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, I think we're okay. He just has to get rid of one more person. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to survive the round, and we actually may win it too. Okay, we won. All right. That's perfect. Okay, so the main thing I want to do, okay, so we got the Goblin bonus, and we're going to get a regular Goblin bonus. Now I need to set up the Assassins here. Because where they are, I believe, is how they jump to the back row. So I'm just going to set them up back here. Now we do need one more. I'll go with Goblin Machine. And the reason I'm going to go with Goblin Machine is because that'll give us the 4 out of 4 Goblin bonus. At least for now. Which means we have a 60% chance of getting either Dark Goblin or Goblin Machine on the next turn. So, separating everybody out, getting goblins. This is kind of how I approach the game. I want goblins, and I want somebody to help them out. And then I can make the decision about what I want to do later in the game. Because we've gotten this far now. And now we're in the 1v1. So, because we're in the 1v1, let me pull this Goblin Machine. And I'm going to sell back this Dark Goblin. Now, we could keep it because we have a chance of getting a 3-star on the next turn. But it's better to get Golden Knight up to 2 stars. Now, let's see what they have. They have... Pretty much they were going to be relying on Valkyrie and Barbarian to carry the day. So, there's no rush. In my opinion, there's no rush to change anything. I think the main thing right now is to just keep leveling up what we have at the moment and see if that's going to help us. And pretty much we got this wrapped up, and that's a win. Okay. So the big takeaway from that was, in the beginning of the game, I actually got what I wanted. I got goblins very early, and I was able to level them up to start, and then I gave them help throughout the game. First it was Rogue Ghost, then we got Golden Knight, and then I had to make a decision on, okay, do I want to go with another trait, or do I want to keep getting goblins? And it was just better to keep getting goblins and level up the troops. Because once we started to level up everybody, we pretty much were able to run over pretty much everybody else. It was very tough in the beginning because goblins are very weak. But once we got them leveled up and got them help with Rogue Ghosts and Golden Knight, then I think we were able to just really coast to victory. Okay, it's actually important now that I actually grab all of these bonuses here. So let's do that. Oh, I don't need emotes. Come on. Okay. All right. So that's one game. And yeah, so that's how that's a good example of how I approach a game, especially with goblins. I don't know. Oh, hello to Lane. Welcome back. I don't know if you saw my earlier message, but I like never get goblins. So what should I do? So if you never get goblins, my suggestion is always to never force the issue. Never just keep cycling. And if you don't get goblins, you know, you get mad. Put your focus toward another trait. If you don't get it within a couple of turns or a couple of rounds, you just have to move on. Because if you keep trying to press the issue, you're going to fall more behind compared to where everybody else is. So everybody else may not be going for goblins, or everybody else has goblins and they're already leveling up other cards. So while you're still looking for goblins, everybody else is already continuing to build up their troops, and then you're just falling behind further and further. So that's the goal. Okay, so for those who are just tuning in, that's going to be kind of the explanations of the games that I'm going to be, or how I'm going to be going through the games today. I didn't realize that there's no modifiers on the first at the start, but that's okay. All right. Hello to David. Hello to Vibe. Hello to Weird Dude. How do you have so many chest slots? I'm not sure. But then again, I've had this account. This used to be my level 1 account. I just opted to open it up for today's stream. So yeah. I was here for the airport girl stream and loved it. Glad to be back. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Okay, so were there any questions about that game that I just played before we get to the next game? Actually, I should mention that too. I'm taking a kind of a cue from Daniel Naroditsky on how he approaches tutorial type of streaming. If you got archers, so should I go for a clan boost if you got archers? Yeah, I would. If archers, if there's other ones available, yes, definitely go for that. You want to go with what you have and what's presented to you. Okay, let's get into another game. Okay, no modifiers here. Okay, and I got archers to start. So immediately already thinking rangers because princess here. So let's go with this. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Dark Goblin. That's going to be the task. That's going to be the tough task. All right. Now, this is going to be a tough round because they have Valkyrie and Bomber. So Bomber's going to be able to just splash us both. So that's going to be a tough go. Now, the problem with that was they were too close to each other, so I'm going to spread them out here. Okay, so I have a couple options here. I can go with Archer Queen now, or go cheap with Bomber and just try to get something else. I'm going to go Archer Queen here, and we'll spread them out. Now, here I do have an option. Might be already spelled out for us because there's Bandit available if I don't do anything. But at the same time, I could get Knight and just cycle to something. So I'm going to go with Bandit, and my focus now is not Goblins anymore. It is getting the Clan and Avengers bonus. Or if we get Clan, Rangers, then we go from there. So the big one here is this next decision, which is, do I want to level up Princess, or do I want to get Valkyrie and I get the Avengers bonus? So that's a big decision. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we at the moment just have to survive this. Okay. Okay. All right. So I am going to go with Valkyrie because that gives us the Avengers bonus. And so now I'm going to level up Valkyrie, and now I'm going to level up Archer Queen. So because I got the level up, I need to see what my opponent has. They have Dark Goblin. So I'm going to move Bandit back one, so everybody targets Valkyrie first. If Bandit was at 2 stars, I put her on the same row as Valkyrie. So really what I'm hoping now is we just survive this. Actually, I think we're okay. Oh my goodness, we survived it. Okay. All right. That's the benefit of having the Avengers bonus, because the last lady on the board does double damage, which usually is going to end up being archery. Okay, so now we have Dark Goblin, so that gives us the Rangers bonus. So this is going to be our team. We have Clan, Avengers, and Rangers. So now the only goal from here is to level up all our cards. So can I get somebody? Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna get archers, and then now we just have to hope that this team hangs in there as long as possible to get us to win. Okay. All right, and now we're in the 1v1. That's huge. Okay. So the only goal now is to get level ups for any of these cards. I'm not switching anything. So we could save Archer now to get a 3-star or level up Bandit. I'm going to sell back, and I'm going to go get Bandit. Now we can't do anything. Let's look at what our opponent has. They have 2 Dark Goblins. Okay, so they're withholding the Dark Goblins for us. Okay, I don't think I'm going to change anything. I'm going to leave everybody where they are right now and just see whether this holds up. I believe we're okay. The main thing is everybody's the cards that are at 2 stars are 2. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can she do it? Oh my goodness. She did just enough to give us one more shot. Okay. All right. So we're going to go Bandit here. And we need to... Okay, so... Got Princess. Leveled up. I'm probably going to... I don't think there's much I can do. Dark Goblin being where it is not fantastic here. I'm going to move Dark Goblin over to the right side. And then I'm hoping that should do it here. Now, let's switch position. Let's see if this will help here. We're probably going to have to win 2 rounds here. Okay, if Dark Goblin can do enough, I think we're going to be okay. Yup. All right, so that works. All right, and we have to win. So switching the positions in that spot was the key to getting the win. We had everything we needed. It was just everybody was not in the best of places. The only thing that I would change really is that Bandit just got destroyed by Pekka. So maybe the front row didn't need to be changed, but it just bought enough time for really the back row to do enough damage and get their attack speed up to 15x, which is the goal for Rangers. So that was a really good win because it could have gone really sideways there at the end. All right. So, were there any questions about that game? If you're new here and you're wanting to learn about merge tactics, if you have any questions about that game, how I approached that game, let me know. We'll get into the next game fairly soon. Okay, so let me pick up these archers. Oh, okay. Let's level that up. And just so you know, if you're just coming in right now, a lot of my cards are under level because this was my level 1 account. So that's why you're noticing me like getting all these, because I just never got them. But I will get all of the gifts. Now I will be getting all the Pass Royale because we do definitely need to level up as much as possible the 20 cards that we have. Yo, welcome Fake. Thank you so much for the 3 crown membership. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Fake. All right, so let's see what I missed here in chat before we go into the next game. Hello to Daniel. Is it possible to expand the screen a little bit? Sorry, I'm streaming on my Pixel 7, so it's a direct feed from the phone. Sorry, my apologies. Hello to Ashton. Welcome back. Hello to Vimir or Leon. Hello. This guy is pretty good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I did ask about archers. I guess you answered my question with some first-hand experience. Yeah, no worries. But that's a good example of going with what the game gives you and just building from there. I love his podcast voices. Oh, I have I have a face for radio. That's what a lot of people say. Okay. All right. Yo, I need some tips. I'm at 800 medals. Oh, well, I mean, as we'll go through here, the main thing is just level up cards and pick the synergies that are going to win. I am Trainer Earl in-game. The friend link in the perk menu is expired. It is. Okay, just so you know, I did test the link this morning and it worked. The only thing is that I can't friend myself. So I'll have to find out what's happening because I did test the link. It gave me the QR code. It gave me the direct into the game. It just didn't finish it because I was trying to friend myself. Hey Glenn, what's the best overall comp? So I'll just say this. A lot of people will say it's Clan Rangers is the best comp. You should make a long form and call it the Guide to Merge Tactics Beginner Guide. I'm debating about that. The only reason I'm debating about that is because, as you all know, if you follow the merge tactics scene, there are a lot of content creators who are doing way more in terms of telling people or showing people what works and what doesn't. I just thought of this because somebody had asked the other day, and I thought, oh, okay, let's just see for a day what this ends up being. And I'll chop these videos up so that you can, so that those who are beginners can understand exactly what my mindset is as I'm playing merge tactics. Because I normally don't ever, I normally don't ever explain my reasoning unless I lose or lose badly, or it was like say Sophie's Choice, where I'm just screwed either way. I really don't explain my decision making. So I think today's a good example, and on a different account where I can explain every decision I'm making. What's the best card in merch? It's Royal Ghost. Okay, so I think give me a moment here. And then we're going to continue and go into a new game. So the only problem is because like they are super complicated. So making it for beginners and then like use this account as like the start and explain to beginning people get into it and you get into. I see. I did do and I totally agree. I think it was like three and a half when I bought my house. So it's 4 years ago. I did a beginner to legendary series of Clash Royale. So we'll see how this goes, and if this becomes a thing, then yeah, I'll definitely do that, and we go from there. Where we take a day out of the week. It could be Monday, could be whenever I feel like it, and we just do a beginner to I don't know, 3,500. I don't know. But I at least wanted some games where I explain every thought that's going through my head, because I know a lot of people who are trying to level up are trying to understand, like, dude made to 3,500 trophies. How did he do it? That's what I'm saying. Excuse me. Hello to Draymond. How's it going? New account? So this is actually, if you're just tuning in, this was my level one account because back in 2017, 2018, you could push ladder with a level one account, like not leveling up any cards. You could push ladder, and then Supercell changed the matchmaking system, and that basically just killed any chance of a level one account because it would take like an hour to get a match. So yeah. Should I start live streaming in the mornings for this game? I would say stream whenever you have time to that doesn't compromise other things that you are doing. Like for me, this is again, I'm off work. I've I've finished working out. I've had dinner, and this is my downtime. So yeah. So that's why I stream now. Yeah. Because back when I used to work from home 3 days out of the week, I streamed at 6 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, and before I would check in at work. So yeah. Hello to Vibe on YouTube. How's it going? Just play. How about no? How about just chill? Just chill. Chilling with the vibes, okay? All right. I wake up around 5 for school and I'm like 2 hours until I have to get to class. Yeah. Yeah. I would say, yeah, stream when you can at a time where it doesn't compromise anything else that you're doing. That's, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get into another game. Okay, so I have bomber. So immediately I get a bomber. Let's just level it up. Okay, so now I have choices. I could get another bomber or I get executioner. I'm going to go with executioner because we're one away from the thrower's bonus. And I already have a 2-star troop. That's why I chose executioner. Because we'll have the thrower's bonus early. The other option was to go get a 3-star bomber. Okay, so now we kind of have some choices to make. We could go with Giant Skelly or we can go with Goblin Machine. I'm going to go Giant Skelly. And I place it way far away from everybody else. The reason I went Giant Skelly instead of Goblin Machine was because we at least get the undead bonus. The reason I wanted to go with Goblin Machine is because if we get another Goblin, then we can get, we have a 50-50 chance of a Spear Goblin being spawned, and that gives us the thrower bonus. Okay, so we have Royal Ghost here. We have a bomber and we have executioner, but we can level up executioner, so let's just do that for now. Then we'll have to figure out what to do from here. So we don't have anything really. I'm going to go with knights because we can always sell it back. Actually, no, I can't sell it back, so we'll just do this for now. Okay, so it's going to be really tough to get, oh man, they have bandit. Oh no. But we have 4 troops. So that's, okay, so we're good. We're good. Now, we're kind of all over the place in terms of our troops. We don't have a full bonus. We have a half a bonus of undead. We have half a bonus. Oh, we don't even have anything else. And I really want a Spear Goblin. Okay, but for now, I'm going to go with Pekka. Because that gives us a Juggernaut bonus. And the Juggernaut bonus is kind of really weird. Because you have to place it behind. And I'm going to do this because really what I want is I want Giant Skelly to take a hit and just get knocked out first. Because once it's gone, the stun from the bomb is going to stun everybody there. And then we can work on everybody else. So that's why I set everybody back. And we're already in the 1v1. This is crazy. So yeah. Okay. So what I'm looking for now is we can go undead. We have pretty much, we pretty much have choice. Okay, what does my opponent have? They have Okay, they're looking for a Rogos too. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Skeleton King, and I'm gonna set him back. And if we get Rogos, I think we're gonna be okay. So we have Undead, we have Aces, we have Juggernaut. Okay, so they have a 3-star Goblin. Right now, we just have to survive. Because a 3-star Goblin can pretty much wipe everybody off the floor. But I think we're okay. Actually, I think we won the game. Yeah, okay, we won the game. Oh, my goodness. That is... I didn't expect it to be that quick. But the thing about it is... The thing about that game that I would take away is that my goal from the beginning was to go with the thrower's bonus. We never got a Spear Goblin. So immediately my mind had to shift to, okay, what is next available? Which was Giant Skelly. Okay, so we're going to go with the Undead bonus and focus on that. Okay, so we didn't get all of the Undead. Okay, can we do anything else? We got Pekka, then we had the Aces bonus. So it's just, it became one approach, and then we shifted, and then we shifted again. And that's how we were able to get the win on that one, because we didn't say, okay, Spear Goblins or nothing. That was the key. Because I think I noticed a lot of people say, like, oh, you have to get, if you got 2 of the 3 or 3 of the 4, you have to go get that last one. And if you don't get the last one, you're going to be in trouble. You have to adjust as it's needed. That's the main thing about auto chess games. You have to be flexible. That's how you're going to win more games over the long period of time. Any questions about that game? As I have some apple juice. Okay, so we got a few minutes for the. I mean, we have a few minutes for the stream minutes, so yeah. Okay, so let me just check chat. I wake up around 5 for school. Okay, no, I already read that. Just vibe. Yep. This isn't like a full push 100%. The more streams you watch, the more you understand this is a relaxed talk chat. Help explain. Yes. This. We're here to just chill and have fun. Like I am. Again, I'm not doing Shroud level gameplay. Yeah, I'm not him. I'm old. I'm an old man, just trying to chill playing games. Like a 35-45 minute stream every day. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like Ken said this in terms of YouTube, and he's about to get 1 million subscribers, and he did it in 3 years. Oh, actually, he went. What was it? When I first followed Ken's channel, not KFC, but Ken's second channel, which is his main one now. He did his. I made a secret YouTube video to prove it's not luck, and I think at that time he was at 30,000, and that was 3 years ago. And now he's probably a few weeks away from 1 million. It's crazy. Just consistency is going to be the key in terms of being successful on YouTube, regardless of how much you stream or how the length of the stream or whatever the case is. Hello to I don't know. Welcome back. He does very awesome streams. Nice. Did you mention that it's okay to lose the first 2 rounds when using king? I didn't. And the reason... Okay. The only reason I haven't is because king is the only tower troop that I have at the moment, but I'll bring that up for one of the future games. Maybe this game coming up. GG's. Thank you all for the GG's. So yeah. Have another... Oh, I'm almost out of apple juice. And now I'm completely out of apple juice. But it's good apple juice. Okay, so let me get these because I actually do need... Now I realize I have to get these rewards or else I'm going to fall way behind. Okay, so let's get into another game. All right, so we have Spear Goblin. So my immediate focus is, can I get another Goblin? So I'm going to pick Knight, and I'm going to sell it back, and we're going to go Dark Goblins. This is going to be our approach. We're going to go Goblins to start. And then we'll see how the rest of the game plays out the longer we survive. And as somebody mentioned in the chat, in terms of having King and losing the first couple rounds, now everybody has King at this level, so 2 of us are going to get a bonus for losing. So we get 4 extra elixir for losing the round. And so we can take advantage of that. But my intent is to never... I try to go for it every round. Okay, so let's go Goblin here. And now they give us choice. So we have options of what we want to do. We can go with Rogue Ghost and try to go for the Assassin's bonus. Or we can go with Archers and try to go for the Ranger bonus. Now, they have Mega Knight, and that may be enough to actually carry the day. So that also I have to think about going forward. Oh, can we win this? Oh, okay. That's okay. All right. So in this case, I'm going to go with Rogue Ghost. And let's see where we go from here. Okay, so picking Rogue Ghost actually worked, because now we have a 2-star. And so we have options here again. We can pick Rogue Ghost again. Or we can go with Princess and see if we get Archers. But I say this as someone who has already, got to 3,500 on another account. I believe that if you can get a 3-star at this level, that can pretty much carry the day. So I'm gonna go Rogue Ghost, and let's just see. Okay, so we're gonna be in big trouble here. We're gonna have to work for it here. Okay. Okay, so we have a 3-star Spirit Goblin. I'm hoping that we'll be able to carry us there. So now we're gonna have to cycle pretty much a lot here. So let's go with Goblin Machine. Okay, I'm gonna go Goblin here. I'm gonna cycle the very cheap cards and sell back. And the point of me doing this is so that I can try to level up a card. So we have Goblin Machine again. And that's pretty much all we can do for now. So really now it's just all about survival. If we can survive this, we're gonna be okay. Okay, so we didn't survive, and I think if I were to look back at how the game went in terms of why did that not work? First, the play could have been to go with Rangers. But also I think really the key that I never said this at any point during the game was placement. I just let the cards go and I just placed them. I didn't actually think about the play. I didn't talk about placement. And I think that's the one thing that cost me that game more than any. I have to talk about placement. I didn't at any point in that game, and that's why I would say that's why I lost the game. Okay, so we'll jump into another game in a moment. Did anybody have any questions about that game, even though it was a loss? Hello to Evan. Welcome back. How's it going, dude? I'm doing okay. Hello to Ray. Welcome back. Yo. And for those who are tuning in, I'll mention this a few times. Today's stream. I am playing on my secondary account, and every game that I play, I'm going to be explaining my thought process playing Merge Tactics. So, not that I won't be talking to chat as much, but I won't be talking to chat like every 3 seconds. I'm going to explain all of the games I play on this stream. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I probably will go back to my regular account. I'm not sure when. Probably tomorrow. So, yeah. And we are still at 3,700 trophies on that account. Okay, let's get into another game. And let's try to bounce back. Okay, so we have Goblin here. And we don't have anything else. So in this case, I like to go cheap and see if we can get anything else. Okay, so we got Bomber. Because there wasn't really anything that we could do in that situation. So if there's no real obvious choice for what I want to do, then I go with the cheap option. That's the main thing. Because you can always sell it back. That's the one thing I try to remember. If you go for a cheap option, you can always sell it back. Okay, so in this spot here, I'm going to go with Bomber here because, again, we can always sell it back. And again, we don't have much to go with. So this is not great. So again, we can go with the cheap option. Well, actually, we only have two options. I'll go with Pekka. And we'll just figure it out from here. I mean, we're kind of in a tough spot here because there's not really anything that we have to work with. So the game may really rely on me selling back cards. Okay. So I've seen archers a couple times. Might have to go get them. Okay. So, okay. Now we have Goblin Machine. So that'll at least give us a Goblin bonus. Or we can go with Executioner. I'm going to go Executioner. Because then we can maybe go for the Aces bonus. And the Throwers bonus. So we're a couple steps closer to something. But it's not great. We're gonna have to work for this because this is gonna be a really tough game. I can already tell. And if you're wondering why I'm not buying anything in between games, it's because I want to see how things pan out. Okay, so we have a choice. We can go get a Goblin again and maybe hope for a 3-star, or we can go get Bandit. I'm gonna go Bandit because now when I go get Mega Knight, we can get the full ace trait. And I think that's going to work out. Then I'll have to make a decision on the Goblin because I really need a Spear Goblin. Okay, the only mistake I made, again, I talked about placement being a thing. I needed to move Bandit back. Now, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to carry this. Okay, we did. Okay, so we got that. All right. So I'm going to move Bandit back. Now I'm going to go get Mega Knight for the next turn, and then we have some decisions to make. Okay, so Pekka's going to be in front. So I'm going to put Mega Knight right kind of, shouldering here. And I'm going to sell back archers. We're going to go get Executioner. Now the only thing is that we need a Spear Goblin. That's the only thing. So we are facing the person who got eliminated. So that's a bonus for us because in most cases, we should be able to defeat the person who got eliminated because they don't have enough resources compared to us leveling up, continuing to level up cards. So take advantage of that. That's a very key thing. Because if you're facing somebody who got eliminated, you don't have to, there's no immediate rush to level up cards. You'll have a turn to play with. And then also kind of hold your, kind of shield your hand against if somebody else is watching what you're trying to build. Okay, so what does my opponent have? They have Executioner, they have Barbarian, and Mega Knight. Okay, so we need to get Executioner. We have nothing else. Wow. And in this spot here, there's not much we can do. And I want to save Executioner for possibly a 3-star. So I think right now we're just going to have to survive with what we have. It's going to be really tough, but I'm confident that we're going to be able to get this. This is going to be really tough because they have a 3-star Barbarian. And I just need Mega Knight to hold on a little bit. Okay. All right. That could be who we face later on. I think that now that might have come down to card level, but that's okay. Okay, so let's get Pekka. Let's get a goblin. Okay, there's spear goblin. Now I'm willing to do this and get the throwers bonus, despite not having. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, man. Okay, yeah, we have to go back to goblin. The reason I'm going back to goblin is because it's 3-star. At this point, we have to go with our best cards, and then we just figure it out from there. Now, again, we're facing the person who got eliminated, so we have time to build stuff up. So I have a decision to make. Do I want to bring in Spear Goblin and we have the Thrower's bonus, but we lose the full ace bonus? Or continue to look for aces and hopefully that either Bandit or Mega Knight get a boost. I'm gonna go with, okay, so yeah, that actually made my decision easy. Okay, we got Bandit. Okay. I'm gonna keep, okay, yeah. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna keep Goblin on the board. We're not gonna go for the Thrower's bonus. Yeah, we're not gonna go for the Thrower's bonus. Because let's see if we, okay. Okay, so I got Pekka. Okay, Pekka's at 3 stars? Yeah. Because this really is for the game. So I had to go for it. And that actually may have been enough to yeah, because Pekka's pretty much at full health. Okay, so we got the win there. Yeah. So the mistake that I made in that spot was the late decision making. I had to make that decision in the round previous, where I had to say, okay, if I know that I'm going to stick with regular Goblin for the game, then I need to sell everybody back and just say, okay, I'm not using you. My opponent had 2 HP. I had 1 HP, I believe. And that was it. We're selling out on what we have at that moment, those 6 troops. And that's what we're going to use to win the game. The mistake, it was almost a fatal mistake, because if I waited a little bit longer to make that decision, then I wouldn't have had enough time to get that 3-star Pekka. So luckily, I sold everybody back in time, got the Pekka, we were good. Okay, so we got Knight here. Were there any questions about that game? I know there was a lot going on in terms of that game, but yeah, that was, but yeah, that was the main thing. Hello to Fierce Potato on YouTube. How's it going? Good thing I managed to catch today's stream. A bit late though. Hey, no worries. You're here. Main thing is you're here. Hello to Monkey Man on YouTube. How's it going? Hello to Jake. Let's go. Let's go. That's great for helping out the newbies. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. This is something I think a few people in chat have mentioned that they asked me to do, and I was like, I was thinking about what's the best way to do it. I was like, okay, let's pull one of my level 1 account. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then we'll just, I don't know if this is going to be a thing, but let me know the feedback. I'll post in the community tab, and I will chop up some of these videos so that excuse me. I'll chop up some of these videos so that if you are new or if you are trying to learn, hopefully this will help you out here. All right. Hello to Snarf. Okay, let me go get some water, and we'll do one more game, and then I'll end the stream here. Yeah, it says I have 4 minutes left, but let me get some water. I do want to play one more game, and then we'll end the stream. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll do one more game, and then we'll wrap up for the night. Yeah, again, I'll post in the community tab, uh, probably at the end of the stream. Would definitely like some feedback. Do you do you want this to be a thing? Do you want this to be like a weekly thing, kind of a change of pace thing? Um, Let me know your thoughts. Because yeah, if this is the thing that everybody likes, then I can definitely designate a couple of days of the week to it. Maybe it's the weekend streams or something. I don't know, but yeah, let me know. Excuse me. Okay, let's do another game. Okay, we're early. We don't have any modifiers. Okay, so we got a goblin. Fantastic. I'm gonna go goblin machine. And the one thing I like to do at the start is I don't like to have anybody up at the very front row. I'm gonna put goblin behind goblin machine just because goblin machine has more HP. And then we go from there. So already a very ideal start, regardless of whether we win or not. And that's because I'm going to get another goblin on the board for free. That's the main thing about it. Okay, so we got a regular goblin. Now I'm going to get the spear goblin, and then we can figure it out from there. It looks like, because they gave me archers again, that the game wants me to go with archers or the clan bonus or something like that. So I'm going to go for that. Okay, so they're going goblins too. Totally fine. We need... That stun actually helped us out because now we're going to keep 2 goblins left on the board. That's huge. Okay. All right. So let's go with archers here. Let's see what they get. Okay, so we got a 2-star spear goblin. Okay, and now we're going to go with goblin machine. And now we're just going to chill. We're just going to chill for now. We don't really need to do anything. But we are going to have to start making some decisions about where this game is going to turn from here. Because the only real obvious move is... Oh, okay. That stun is actually massive. Okay. Perfect. That stun was huge. Because they had the Rangers bonus. So, I'm going to pick Pekka because of the Juggernaut bonus. Okay, so let's do this. And now we can go with Executioner. And now we have Bomber. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell back Archers. We're going to go Bomber here. And I almost want to sell back... Yeah, I'm going to sell back Pekka. We're going to go Bomber here. And I'm going to put in Executioner because then we get the Thrower's bonus. And if Pekka's just available later, fine by me. But the main thing right now is just to get the Thrower's bonus on the board because for a couple reasons. One, we saw that somebody already has a Ranger's bonus. That's going to help us out later. Okay, that person got eliminated. Okay, so now let's see what my opponent has. They have the clan bonus. Okay, so let's get goblins. Now we have to make a decision on somebody else. Okay, I'm going to get Goblin Machine. And we're going to go with that for now. Because we have a 50-50 chance of a 3-star Spear Goblin. Which is going to help the Thrower's bonus. I want to stay with that. I'm probably going to maybe switch. I would like one of the aces. But at the same time, we can also get a Juggernaut, and that can work too. Okay, so we're going to be in a fight here. This is going to take a little bit here. What we really need is we need somebody else to help out Goblin Machine. Okay. Okay, so we got our 3-star Spirit Goblin. Let's go with Knight first. Okay, so we got a 3-star Goblin Machine. Now, we'll go Pekka. And we'll go with that Juggernaut bonus here. Okay, I'm gonna pick Mega Knight. Okay, I'm gonna sell back Mega Knight for Executioner. There's not much else we can do right now. Okay, so we're gonna need Goblin Machine and Goblin to carry the day for us. If Goblin Machine can just do enough, I think we're gonna be in a good spot here. Oh yeah, we are in a really good spot. Oh my goodness, we are in a fantastic spot. Okay, so that tells me that we don't need to do much other than just keep leveling up everybody here. So let's get Executioner. Okay, we can't do much else. Let's see, can we get anything? No. Okay, so I'm gonna sell back here. And we still can't do anything? Okay, that's fine. Can we do anything here? No. Okay, that's totally fine. It might be, I've seen Bandit now, was it 3 times here? Might have to switch to Bandit, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I will keep that in the back of my mind if we lose this, if we have to play another round. But a 3-star Goblin Machine has done wonders for us. Oh, we are in trouble. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Wow. That extra barbarian. Okay. Was huge. Okay. So. All right, we got Bandit. All right. So now I'm going to wait. This is a key thing that I just learned recently. Okay, I'm going to sell Goblin back and sell get archers. Then I'm gonna sell it back and get this Mega Knight here. Okay, now I'm gonna sell this back and go get this bomber here. Okay, we can't do anything here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put oh actually Okay, so I waited till like the very last moment to sell back Pekka. And the reason I did this is because if I wait a little bit longer, it prevents my opponent from setting up. Although now it didn't really matter because they were able to level up and then they got the win. But that's something I learned recently in terms of don't just buy and deploy. If you know you have it and there's really nothing else you're going to do, wait until the last moment to deploy, because then your opponent won't have time to adjust because they're going to be watching what you're getting and watching what you're deploying. I knew at that moment in that game, none of us were probably changing anything. It was just going to come down to who was going to be able to level up the cards that we had at the moment. They were able to level up their bandit. I was able to get a bandit. And then that was the game because they were able to level up bandit and they had everybody else supporting it with the Avengers bonus, the clan bonus, and a Mega Knight. And that worked out for them. But thankfully, we got to the end game. We got to the 1v1, so we did get points out of that. I don't think there's much else that we could have done about that game. The only thing was, I mean, I felt like we did everything we could to win the game. It's just that they were able to get the win. Were there any questions about that game? Because that's a very interesting game. GG's, thank you for the GG's. Hello to Snarf on YouTube. How's it going? Okay, so I think that is actually going to be it for me. We did accomplish a lot on this account. We got 133 trophies. I think we flat lost one game just because it was bad preparation, bad placement. But other than that, the main thing is I didn't know how this was going to go of me actually explaining everything that I do. All the decisions I make, why I make them. I'm going to try to... I'm trying to get back the same thing I did when I did this for Clash Royale. So for a future stream, I definitely will. I'll think about like how I can improve this. So, hello to Katie on YouTube. How's it going? Can we please play one game? Actually, you just caught the end of the stream. I apologize. maybe in the future. But at the same time, there's no 1v1s for merch tactics. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here because it is past 9 o'clock. And again, some of these games will be chopped up and they'll be put as individual videos. I just have to figure that part out. I have to chop up some time to actually make it happen. So again, I'll be posting on the community tab. Let me know your thoughts of today's stream, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna end it here. Okay, so if you're watching this live, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and please consider subscribing. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you very much for watching the video. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe button. Super thank you if you can, and I will see you for the next stream.